Welcome back, everybody. It's According to Seth. Today we're talking about The Last of Us Episode 5. I know I'm a few days late, but it was a busy weekend. We had the Super Bowl. Obviously, spoilers ahead, so if you haven't watched this episode, stop now, come back later. Make sure you hit that follow button. And without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, Kevion Woodard, who played Sam, and Lamar Johnson, who played Henry, were freaking fantastic. They both crushed this role, and especially Sam, because, you know, just adding in the fact that he was deaf, I thought amplified all of this. And then also them teaching the cast how to sign, I thought that was such a really cool detail to involve in this. Although they were in Kansas City instead of Pittsburgh, we did get some of the same sequences, like Sam and Ellie playing soccer, them talking and just making jokes when Joel and Henry were talking about their plan. And in this messed up world, I thought it was just so beautiful to see them smiling and actually having a good time for a change. So just like in the game, you have to hide behind a car and Joel has to work his way around, get into the sniper tower, and take out the guy. Like, look at this accuracy. Although, in the TV show, they amplified this scene a million times more, and it was honestly terrifying. Seeing the bloater and that horde of infected just rush out of that hole and attack everyone was honestly utterly terrifying. And I love that it was real people. It wasn't CGI, and I liked that the movements, all of it was just so freaking creepy. Also, seeing these two just bite the dust was awesome. His head getting ripped off, just like in the game, just like, ugh! And Kathleen finally biting the bullet. Thank God, because they both sucked. Just like in the game, those of us who played it knew what was happening. It doesn't make it any less better, and honestly, I thought this was more sad. After everything Ellie's been through and all she's lost, seeing her try to save Sam by giving her blood after she's been told that her blood is a cure, I don't know if she actually thought it would work or if she was just trying to comfort Sam, but I just thought it was so beautiful, but also so brutal. And then having to see Henry kill his brother, in the game, it was a little bit more dragged out, but it doesn't change the fact how awful and sad this scene was. One thing I found really interesting is if you watch the inside the episode, one of the things that they commented about this and the comparison between Sam and Henry and Joel and Ellie is that, you know, the more ruin and hurt you cause to protect that one person you love, the more brutal it is when they ultimately meet their demise. And you see that with Henry's reaction to losing Sam. You can see for the first time in Joel's eyes the fear of, you know, having to protect Ellie and, you know, seeing realizing what is at stake here. And I thought that was really cool how they compared that. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to see how Ellie, and not only Ellie, but Joel, how they react to the situation moving forward and how it, you know, affects their decisions.